listed. Oh, events. Let's look at events. Maybe it's that. Um, nope, nothing there. Mm, mm.
All right. YouTube, what's up, everybody? Hello and
I
welcome.
don't know what the Father's Day thing is, but it says online that they've got a Father's Day.
Whatever.
We are
We'll deal with
glad
that
that you guys
later.
are with us.
Yeah.
We are going to have a good show for you guys this evening. And we're actually about to get started here in just a little bit.
So I just found starting tomorrow,
Yeah.
the Edison is doing a cigar pairing mixology dinner for Father's Day for a week and a half.
Well, what?
Yeah. They're doing cigars and mixology dinner package.
Oh, at the Edison. Oh, cool.
At the Edison. It's $102 a person.
Nope.
And that price includes it includes the cigars.
Yeah, dude, that's too much. That's way too much money for that.
Yeah, and I don't care about cigars.
I mean, I do like cigars. Actually, Jen and I. Well, I mean, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about when we start. Let's get the music going and we can start. Mike, Unk, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Jen, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. Oh, crap. I did a wrong. Shit. I forgot to do something. Oh, damn it.
That's all Remy's Roundtable. That's what we do.
No, I totally forgot to do something. Hold on.
What's our Remy opening with?
No, I forgot to do this. Fuck. All right, there we go. Boom. There we go. Now I'm ready. All right. Me. Scroll into one. All right, now we can start. Here we go. 3, 2. That's right. You guys are listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida theme park podcast. What is going on, everybody? And welcome. We do have a good show for you guys. First up, we do have the latest theme park updates. Then we do have Jen's segment, which she's going to be doing This Day in Disney History. Yes, I brought it back, guys. Mike is going to do his Mike's Munchies. And, guys, we'll wrap everything up tonight with a travel update with Unk. So, welcome to the show, everybody. If you guys like to get in contact with us, you guys can. Our number is 407-536-7153. We are nominated for Best of Orlando Weekly, so if you guys want to, head on over to vote.orlandoweekly.com. Vote for our program under the category Local Notables for Best Local Podcast right here in the beautiful state of Florida. And besides Florida, guys, yes, that's what I'm talking about, Florida. We are your Florida theme park podcast. So good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Remy, and with me, as always, is my dangerous co-host, my partner in crime, my lovely wife, Jen. Hi, honey. How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous.
We have our foodie back with us. Mike, what's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing great right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're back, dude. You're back with us.
It's been a while. It's been a few weeks. Yeah.
It has been a few weeks, and all of your recordings came in nicely. So there you
Yeah.
go, dude. And we also have our travel update advisor. We have Unk with us. Unk, what's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Doing well, doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good. Okay, so I was listening to a show on the radio, and it got me thinking. I'm curious about what type of Disney home would you like to stay in? If you had to choose all the movies, all the Disney movies, any Pixar movies, what house would you guys stay in?
But what house I would stay in?
Yeah, like which like some Disney movies have houses and stuff. So that's my question. What Disney house or which Disney Pixar house would you guys stay in?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Because I already got mine all set in stone.
Wait. Oh, I got mine.
What do you got, Mike? What's yours?
This is gonna be an odd one, but I don't care. I like it. The house from Incredible Truths that they were staying at, that water feature house, that was amazing.
The mansion? You want to stay in the Incredibles 2 mansion house?
Yeah, why not? It's a cool ass freaking. It's a. Wait, are we? We're talking. If we were talking, say, if we were adding in Marvel, then I would change my answer. But
okay, all right. So if you want to change your answer, go ahead. But if you want to stay with Incredibles, that's fine.
Are we including Marvel?
Yes.
Okay, that's actually come back to me. That's a tough one.
Come back to you. All right, fine. We'll come back to Mike. Oh, how about you, man? What Disney house would you stay in?
So my realistic one, I would want to stay in the house from Boy Meets World, Corey Matthews' house. That's a realistic house.
That is.
But my go with me house would be the house from Smart House. It was a decom.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't go crazy like it did in that movie, it would be a cool house.
Where the AI took over and became real, although it was not real. So
Katie Seagal.
Katie Seagal, yeah. All right, Jen. How about you?
What house would I want to live in?
Which Disney themed house would you stay in? I mean, it could be Disney, Pixar, Marvel, yeah.
That is an interesting question. Honestly, okay, so it would be between the
she's laughing.
It would be between the house, the Seven Dwarfs house.
The Seven Dwarfs house. Really?
Little cottage in the woods. That would be awesome. I'm the reclusive type sometimes. Or The Incredibles house.
The Incredibles house. Okay.
From which movie?
The second movie.
So my choice.
Yeah, exactly. The second movie, not the one where he just lost his job as the insurance broker. The one where he or adjuster or whatever. The one where he sees Jack like turn into all of the things.
That's Incredible 2.
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay. Got it. All right, cool.
Because that's a freaking awesome looking house.
No shit.
Yeah, it really is.
Remy knows this. My dream, if I ever were to get a house, would be in the country in Kentucky, and have horses, have like a big old farm with horses and dogs.
We are not moving to Kentucky.
Agreed. We're not moving to Kentucky. However, if I were to ever do that, that's what I'd want to do. I'd want to live in the country, obviously have, the right kind of utilities and things like that and access to the internet, but I'd want to have horses and I'd want to have dogs.
Oh,
can we get a cow too?
And maybe mini goats.
Can we get a mini cow? I want a mini cow.
Honestly, Katie Vince is living my dream.
Yeah, she is.
She lives in Tennessee, but seriously.
All right, so for me, for my Disney house, you're all gonna hate me. because it is also a Disney attraction. I want to stay in the haunted mansion.
I figured.
You know what? I mean, it could be fun.
That's what I want.
So, okay, so besides, okay, if I had to choose one from Incredibles, like I said, the Incredibles mansion from Incredibles 2 is amazing with all the different water feature it has and everything. I would love that house.
Yes.
The Witch House?
The
The
Incredibles
Incredibles 2
Oh yeah,
mansion,
yeah, yeah.
Incredibles mansion. The other one, which I thought about, and it would be really fun, is which I'm surprised you didn't think about the. Well, actually, Jen, I could see why you wouldn't want this one, and I'm surprised no one thought about this one. Um, the Avengers slash Stark slash the big tower in New York.
You want to say Stark Tower?
I wouldn't want to live in Stark Towers. I'd want to live where he did after the snap.
Oh yeah, the compound.
The little
Wait, actually no, my bad. Not my bad, not the tower. My bad. I do like the tower, but it is really tall. Actually, the one I really would like to do because it's because I actually saw some of the stuff there. The Avengers campus.
You want to stay at the campus?
The big giant thing? Yeah, it's literally just like the tower. It's just that instead of it being tall, it's on the ground. It's all on the ground.
Well, okay. I mean,
hey, you still you literally got that kick-ass bar with a whole bunch of R&D stuff.
That's true. Yeah,
he did talk about all that stuff. How much you would have bet he has how much you would have bet he has like literal restaurants in there and a massage place in there?
He's Tony freaking Stark, man. I mean, he'll have all that stuff in there.
Either the tower or the compound, either one. I don't know if he has. They haven't stated that, but
would you be afraid that would you be kind of scared if all the robots just came after you in that house?
Okay, I can see why, but we're just talking about it not having to deal with all that crazy stuff.
That's kind of the point I'm trying to make, Mike. I mean, think about it.
Oh.
Tony Stark made all those robotic arms, and he made all the Iron Man suits. If those came alive, you'll be dead.
Okay, true, but the only time where he didn't where that had an issue where they started where a machine he made started causing mass mayhem was when it was Ultron.
Oh yeah, that movie was good too. So
yeah, which by the way, if you know this, Ultron wasn't created by Tony Stark in the comics. You know who actually created him, right?
I'm trying to think. The guy, it wasn't Silver Surfer. I know that because that's from the Fantastic Four. Which is completely, which is a Marvel movie. Who created it?
The actual person who created it was Hank Pym.
Oh, Pym.
Wow.
Yes, except for if you want to know why he's evil in the comics, Hank Pym created him when he was going through depression and he was drinking a lot.
Damn.
So that's why Ultron is kind of evil in the comics because Hank Pym created him during possibly his darkest moment when he was like in a really bad place.
He's just evil. He's sarcastic.
He's the best.
In the MCU, Tony created him by
by mistake.
And it was in the Mind Stone specifically.
That's true. All right, guys. So we all decided which house we want to stay in. And it's cool because I heard this on a radio show, and it wasn't really what they asked. It's how I want to ask you guys. But just keep it Disney themed, keep it movie themed, whatever. But here's what I want to ask, Unc. Father's Day is this weekend, man. How what do you think? What do you think your kids are gonna get you for Father's Day, man?
Nothing because we're going to Disney and and what we normally do is we'll do like a gift certificate to pick something out at Disney.
At the park, at Disney Springs, at the
whatever.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we usually that's what I did. We did for my wife and my mom is we gave them gift certificates to pick something out on vacation, and that's what I'm going to do for my dad because he's going on the trip with us, and I'm going to assume what my kids will do as well. But who knows?
Cool. Well, I mean, like we said, we said this off air before, but since you guys are coming to town, and since Jen and I have one of the best annual passes, and if we're gonna able to hang out with you guys can use our discount.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So besides with the theme parks, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. It is now time for the latest theme park updates. Alrighty, so we are starting off over in the. Let's see, grab my notes real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, we are starting out over at the Magic Kingdom. So this has to do with Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Disney has filed a new permit to update the attraction's electrical work. So now they're starting to get into all of the electric stuff. Over at the Hall of Presidents. The lobby has officially reopened amid ongoing refurbishment. Muppets attraction rumor. That's right. So if you guys don't remember, there was an actual Muppets show at the Magic Kingdom where they'll pop up like in some of the Magic Kingdom windows over by the Liberty Square area. They did a show during like 4th of July season, but now Disney is reportedly exploring a Muppets theme replacement for the Hall of Presidents. So that might come true. And I know this is part of what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be, for Hollywood Studios, but I'm gonna say it anyways. So for Hollywood Studios, Rock and Roller Coaster update. Disney confirms that the Muppets reimagining of Rock and Roller Coaster will begin in 2026, which is next year. But the coaster will remain open through the end of 2025. All right, Jen, what do we got for Epcot?
On to Epcot, we have Donald Duck meet and greet. It's temporarily closed in the Mexico Pavilion due to ongoing concrete work. The Rose and Crown pianist temporarily playing at the Odyssey Pavilion while the regular location undergoes adjustments. The 2 new Mamba cakes inspired by German fruit candy. These sweets treats have debuted in Epcot's Germany Pavilion. And here's an annual pass holder exclusive. There's a Dopey meet and greet. Meet Dopey at the Der Teddy Bear or Teddy Bar. That's so weird sounding.
I know.
Or Teddy Bar in Germany Pavilion daily from 10 to 6 through July 31st. We have a Grab and Goof that opens. It's a new kid-friendly snack stand that has opened offering sweet treats. And Test Track obviously continues construction. The walls are down with reopening near completion. Test Track is looking ready for guests.
That's right. I saw some of the photos, and the new logo for Test Track looks amazing. So yeah. Speaking about for that, we're now heading over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Muppet Vision 3D attraction has been removed from all of the maps at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and the theater is now blocked by planters. The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. Disney shifts to scheduled show times to help with crowd management and hint at a potential Lightning Lane access coming soon. So yeah, it might have a Lightning Lane access, but right now it's standby. So make sure you guys get there early to go see the shows, which tomorrow Jen and I will be going to Hollywood Studios, and we're going to go see the new Villains show. And then after that, we'll probably just head on over to Epcot for the rest of the day. New Starbucks mug features Muppets and Lightning McQueen is now available for $25. This is a Monsters Inc. update. So the Monsters Inc. land construction, Disney clears 10 acres of cast member parking to begin construction on the Monsters Inc. Door Vault roller coaster. Updated guide maps have been released. The new Hollywood Studios guide map shows no more Muppet Vision 3D. And of course, Muppet Vision 3D glasses resellers are back at it again, flipping the collectible glasses after the show's final performances. What the fuck?
It's normal.
Stupid resellers.
Well, it's what they do. All right, and let's go on to Disney resorts and roads. The Polynesian Village Resort, their new main entrance construction is underway. There are some roadway improvements. Central Florida Tourism Oversight District will widen Western Way and improve interchanges with Buena Vista Drive.
All right, so apparently, Disney Imagineers is going to be. They're actually working on a penny proud walk around character for Disney parks, resorts, and cruises. That's pretty cool. I know most people do not know who Penny Proud is, but it's Penny Proud from the Proud family,
Oh, I know who Penny Proud is.
the TV show, the
Yeah.
Proud family. All right, Jen, what do we got for Universal?
All right, let's go on over to Universal Studios. E.T. Adventure, it reopens to guests on June 14th. The Ghostbusters roller coaster rumor, and it is just a rumor. There's new information that surfaces that Universal may be developing a Ghostbusters themed coaster. There is a legal battle going on between Disney and Universal Studios. They filed a joint lawsuit against Midjourney for copyright infringement.
Yep. All right, so now we are now heading
Don't know what
over.
the copyright infringement is on or what they're allegedly doing, but hey, that's just Remy's Roundtable for you.
There you go. So, all right, so we are heading over to Epic Universe, and that is Epic Universe is a rumor, a full-on rumor, but we all know Universal and they want to be competitive with Disney and all the other theme parks here in Florida. But this is going to happen. Trust me on this, it will happen.
Sure.
Epic Universe may be planning additional portals for the theme park.
Uh-huh.
So that's all I'm gonna say because they haven't said which portals. I do know that over at Islands of Adventure, we all know that Poseidon's Ferry is gone, and what I've heard from articles and from other team members and some other friends who actually still work at Universal, if you guys went to Epic Universe and you went through the Super Mario World, Nintendo World gift shop, there's a little hint of a Zelda. So that might be pushing towards Poseidon's Fury's building, getting a Zelda attraction.
Okay.
Legends of Zelda. Come on.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Jen doesn't believe me.
Nope. All right, let's go on with SeaWorld. We have Bands, Brews, and Barbecue, and now we have their lineup. Get ready for this. They have a Journey tribute band, woohoo. Joe Nichols, who's a country music artist, by the way. Toby Keith tribute, rest in peace. Blue Oyster Cult, which is cool. More cowbell. Dokken, I think is what it's called. Dokken.
Yeah, Dokken.
Okay. Avery Anna, never heard of him. Low Cash, never heard of him. Fuel and Lit, never heard of him. Lee Greenwood, yeehaw. And more acts are being announced.
Okay, so I just realized that with this lineup, it looks like it's gonna be all country artists
Most of them are, yeah.
Yeah, for this festival
Well,
over in
it's like-
SeaWorld.
Journey isn't, but that's like 80s music. Joe Nichols is an old time country music person, like 90s. Toby Keith passed away, so they have a tribute band. And Lee Greenwood is proud to be an American. Where at least I know I'm free.
That's
Not really.
Lee- that's
We're not
Lee-
free that much anymore.
That's Lee Greenwood.
That's Lee Greenwood.
Wow.
Anyway, you were saying there are a lot of country artists there. There are not a lot of artists that I would go and see.
Yeah. I mean, I would go
But
see.
hopefully that'll change.
I wouldn't mind seeing Blue Oyster Cult though. I wouldn't mind seeing
My
those
one
guys.
song that I remember.
All right, we're heading over to
More cowbell.
yes. We are heading over to Tampa for a little bit, talking about Busch Gardens. That's right. Free beer is back. For normal guests, you will get one complimentary beer per day. For their annual pass holders, you guys will get 2 complimentary beer per day. And we got some sad news, and that is the Wild Oasis opening has been postponed. So stay tuned for the new opening date, which they haven't said anything about the new date yet. All right, Jen, what do we have?
Jen grabbing a bite.
Delicious,
me.
deliciousness.
Oh yes, it's very good. All right. Some Central Florida area updates. Children's proposed museum. Winter Garden is considering a new children's museum for city-owned land. The Blue Bamboo, which used to be at a little warehouse in Winter Park, is having a grand opening. The new performing arts venue opens in June 22nd at the former Winter Park Library space.
Yep, and so there's some events going on for the Blue Bamboo, and their calendar is actually updated. So head on over to that website, and you guys can see which bands will be performing at the Blue Bamboo starting in July, which most likely I'll be going back to the Blue Bamboo. So there we go. And guys, that will do it for the latest theme park updates brought to you by our good friends over at the Magic Candle Company. Head on over to that website, which is themagiccandlecompany.com. Use our code Roundtable19 at checkout for your lovely discount. Well, we are still staying on the theme parks, and guys, it is now time for This Day in Disney History with Jen.
All right. All right, another episode of This Day in Disney History from the dates June 11th to June 17th. On June 11th, 1929, history is in the making. Walt Disney officially files the trademark application for the image of Mickey Mouse. With the United States Patent Office, the mouse that started it all begins his legal journey.
Cool.
In June 11th, 1977, the sparkling lights of the Main Street Electrical Parade light up Walt Disney World for the very first time. This dazzling nighttime parade becomes an instant classic. On June 11th, 1983, a refreshing addition arrives at Epcot. The Refreshment Outpost snack bar opens in World Showcase, offering guests cool treats while they stroll around the world. On June 11th, 2007, at Disneyland, guests dive into the ocean as Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage opens to the general public. Based on that beloved Disney Pixar film, Finding Nemo, this attraction gives new life to the classic submarine. All right, June 11th, 2010. Over at Disney California Adventure, the spectacular water show World of Color officially debuts, mesmerizing guests with fountains, lights, and music that brings Disney stories to life on water. Skipping over to June 12th. June 12th, 1994, at Disney's MGM Studios, now Disney's Hollywood Studios, the relocated Theater of the Stars opens its doors on Sunset Boulevard with Beauty and the Beast live on stage. A musical spectacular that has been enchanting guests since 1991. I made him go and see it a couple of times ago that we've been to Disney. All right.
Don't want to see it again.
It was fun. I cried. June 14th, 1958. Double the magic at Disneyland. The majestic Columbia sailing ship launches on the rivers of America. Over in Fantasyland, Alice in Wonderland debuts, taking guests down the rabbit hole in a whimsical dark ride. A huge day for Disneyland's innovation. The Disneyland Alweg monorail system.
Almost a year.
Oh, in 1959. Sorry about that. June 14th, 1959. A huge day for Disneyland's innovation. The Disneyland Alweg monorail system, the first urban monorail system in the U.S., begins gliding guests above Tomorrowland. The iconic Matterhorn bobsleds open, thrilling riders as the world's first tubular steel roller coaster and Disneyland's first mountain. On June 14th, 1974, yeehaw! Over at the Walt Disney World Fort Wilderness Resort, the Hoop to Who musical review dinner shows show debuts at Pioneer Hall, serving up endless food and Wild West fun that continues today. On June 15th, 1967, a very exclusive door opens at Disneyland. Club 33, the members only dining club, officially opens at 33 Royal Street in Norland Square.
One of the expensive membership to get into, Club 33.
And the Arribas brothers opened their glass art shop in Fantasyland that day as well, showcasing dazzling craftsmanship. June 15th, 1991, at Disney's MGM Studios, now Hollywood Studios, the Studio Pizzeria restaurant opened, serving up cheesy slices to hungry movie fans. On June 15th, 2018, Pixar superheroes return. Incredibles 2 hits U.S. theaters, breaking records and bringing back the Parr family in another epic animated adventure, which actually was really good.
Good movie.
Yeah, I liked it. June 16th, 1956. Frontierland and Fantasyland both see new magic. Tom Sawyer Island and the Rafts to Tom Sawyer Island debut in Frontierland. The 3D Jamboree film premieres at the Mickey Mouse Club Theater. The charming Storybook Land canal boats open in Fantasyland, sailing past miniature scenes from beloved Disney stories. June 16th, 1961. A bear of love, a very little brain, joins the Disney family. Walt Disney purchases the film rights to Winnie the Pooh from Mrs. Daphne DeMille, or Daphne Milne. Sorry, why did I say DeMille? Sunset Boulevard, all in my head. Mrs. Daphne Milne, the first Pooh short, Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, will premiere in 1966. On June 16th, 2016, Disney opens the gates to its first theme park in mainland China. Shanghai Disneyland Park officially opens in Pudong, Shanghai, blended Chinese culture with Disney magic. June 17th, 2016, so just the next day, Just Keep Swimming, Pixar's sequel to Finding Dory, is released in U.S. theaters, bringing back Dory, Nemo, and Marlin on a brand new ocean adventure. And that's your magical trip through this week in Disney history. Stay tuned for more pixie-dusted milestones next time, right here in This Day in Disney History with me.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much for this day in Disney history. And we'll be sure to get more stuff, more Disney history next week right here on Remy's Roundtable. Well, guys, we are we're still hungry, and we are still hungry. So, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. It is now time for Mike's Munchies. Obi, no.
I've already done this twice today. I don't want to do it again. I'm tired. Come here, Obi.
Silly cat. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. It is now time for Mike's Munchies. All right, Mike. So we did Cinderella's Castle, and we gave it a really bad rating. So
What?
just want to let you know, from all of us, I mean, we listened to a recording, and Jen did not like it because of how pricey it is, and I gave it a really bad rating too. So the final rating for Cinderella's Royal Table, we gave it a 4.2.
Okay, that's not a bad rating.
Not a bad rating, but 4.2, bro. 4.2.
Okay, what was your ratings?
That was rating. That was the total rating. It was a 4.2.
No. I meant your individual ratings.
I don't remember, but somehow it ended up as a 4.2
Okay, so 4.2
for Cinderella's Royal Table. Yeah.
All right.
So, Mike, you know my question. You've heard from me from all these episodes. Mike, where the hell are we going, man?
Okay, so this week we're actually going back to Magic Kingdom. But this is once again we'll go back to Magic Kingdom, but this one's going to be a different place. We are actually going to the Diamond Horseshoe
Which is
for
one
dinner.
which is one of the restaurants I want to take Jen to.
Yeah,
It is at the Magic Kingdom, but kind of
it's
pricey.
not really. I don't know why you think that.
Anything more expensive than McDonald's is pricey to him.
Okay, okay. I'll say this
Hey,
to be so the Diamond Horseshoe is $44.
that's per guest, right?
Per guest?
That's
Yeah.
per person, right?
Okay, that's
Yeah,
not
perfect.
bad actually.
Yeah, but it's not anything too fancy. I'll tell you this right now, it's very similar to another place that I'm not too favored on, which is actually I think uh it was the hang on. It
I was gonna say it's cheaper than Garden Grill.
That is cheap for Garden Grill.
Yeah, because Garden Grill's like 68 a person.
Yeah. Well,
Liberty Tree Tavern.
Liberty Tree. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's got a very similar. So here's what it is. So all you can to enjoy Frontier Feast. So for this one, the Diamond Horseshoe, they have a Diamond Horseshoe salad, which actually I'm gonna hang on a second. I'm actually going to put this side by side to compare the menus between the Diamond Horseshoe and the Liberty Tree Tavern.
Okay.
So yes, just like the first course is a salad, and it's one to one the same stuff: mixed greens, apples, cranberries, and cheese tossed with their house-made dressing. They just changed the name of it.
So it's
The
like
next one,
the
what's another one that they just changed the name of, and it's the same thing, is what they call the Saloon Feast, which is roasted turkey, pot roast, and oven roasted pork with mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables, herb stuffing, and house made macaroni and cheese. Yeah, Remy, I know that you said you thought now before that Remy was actually talking about how he thought we went to this place, and I know why, because it's literally one to one the same menu as Liberty Tree Tavern.
Yep. That's why. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
well, there's one difference. There's one difference.
What's the difference?
Okay, so and also the dessert is the same, which is still that an insanely delicious ooey gooey toffee cake. But the one difference at the Liberty Tree Tavern is there's actually an item that you can that they sell there that is you have to pay extra for it, but it's not it's peony shrimp. You get a huge thing of peony shrimp, like a huge platter.
oh wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
And
20
it's
bucks.
now, mind you, it is and they serve it with a zesty, what they call their zesty lemonade. I've actually heard people actually like that stuff. Mind you, you have to pay extra for it. Guess how much it is?
It's $25. I just looked at it.
Yeah. Jen
Yeah,
said
okay. I
25
was
bucks.
having you guess, but yes, it's $25. But from, I'm pretty sure I could pull up a picture here. Diamond.
But they have
What?
like does the Liberty Tavern have like the Tavern Punch, which is frozen Dole Whip with lemon and Sprite?
Um.
They have lemon Dole Whip with
That
Sprite.
that sounds good too.
Yeah.
It's like extra for that. The other drinks are not, but
Well, how much are drinks there?
well, so the drinks, the beverages,
Yeah.
regular beverages are included, but the Tavern Punch, which is the lemon Dole Whip with Sprite, is $9.75.
Damn.
And then specialty cocktails range between $13 and $20.
All right, so Mike, what are you getting? You getting a cocktail? Or you're gonna get a drink with a meal, or are you gonna get that frozen Dole Whip drink?
So actually, they don't even show the Dole Whip on the menu over at Liberty Tree Tav at the Diamond Horseshoe, which
Yeah,
I think
they don't show it as like
I don't think they have it there.
No, they do because I'm looking at it on the
Are
menu.
you looking at Liberty Tree Trap? Are you looking
No,
at
I'm
Liberty
looking at
Tree?
Diamond Shore,
Diamond shoe.
a Diamond Shoes thing.
Come on,
It's
Mike. It's
under.
Diamond.
It's
Oh, it's under
the
lunch. That's why.
yeah.
Okay, wait, no,
I
wait.
don't. Maybe they
Yeah,
don't
it's
have them
much
for dinner.
different. So yes, they do have that Tavern Punch, which is 9.75.
So where are you going
Sure.
with? Are you going with the punch? Are you going with an out?
You know what? I'm gonna go with
Or
the punch for. I'm gonna go with the punch this time.
okay, so it's 9.75. Got it.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's almost one to one the same thing, but besides the peeling and shrimp, which actually kind of is like a sharing thing, you could serve it, have it with multiple people. But yeah. Oh, also one other thing though, uh, that they also do there is they just like um just like the Liberty Tree Tavern, they have a plant-based cowpoke platter, which is cowpoke salad, mixed greens with house-made salad, possible meatloaf, and Johnny Appleseed's warm apple cake with caramel and whipped topping.
Ooh,
Mind
that
you,
sounds good too.
mind you, yeah, both of them are really good. Though I'd rather go with the toffee cake because vanilla toffee cake, chocolate sauce, and vanilla ice cream. Yeah, that stuff is hard to not go for. So 44 plus 975 plus tax and tip. So
All right, got it. You ready for your total?
yeah,
$73.
okay. Quick question. I'm gonna ask everyone here because what would you choose for the saloon feast? What would between the three options you have for your main entree? Which one would you choose?
What were the options again? Gen-
Well,
Here's on the
you get
menu,
them
right?
all, but the three options that they give you for the main thing is roasted turkey, pot roast, and oven roasted pork.
Oh, I'm going with the pork.
Oven roasted pork. What about you, Jen?
I would probably go for either the turkey or the pot roast.
All right, and Unk.
When I went last year, I want to say the turkey was the best.
I would probably go with the pod roast. I really like the pod roast there. I like the pod roast at Liberty Tree Tavern. Like besides the toffee cake and the lip pod roast were probably my two favorite things there. At Liberty Tree, and I'm pretty sure Diamond Horseshoe is like it's one to one the same. So honestly, I would probably get the same stuff because when I went there before, the one time I went there beforehand, they used to have a ham. The ham was okay. It
Oh,
wasn't
you
anything
did have the
special.
ham there.
Yeah, but the ham was nothing special. The turkey was actually more flavorful there, which is why they definitely kept that one. But yeah, that was the first time I went there back in 2013, and then when I came back, I went there in 2021, I think it was, if I remember correctly. Whenever Velocicoaster came out, because I did go back to a couple of restaurants at Disney. We did try that one, and I do remember I really liked the pot roast there. I just like the pot roast. The pot roast is really good. As well as the mac and cheese, it's hard to not. It's hard to screw up mac and cheese, mind you.
That mac and cheese is so good.
It is.
I would
It
just
is.
just get it again. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
delicious.
But the salad, yeah, the salad, I can't write home about it. It's basic. It's nothing special. It's passable, but yeah. Like I said, three favorite things. Parmos was probably my favorite entree. It was good, but nothing special. And the ooey gooey toffee cake and the house made macaroni and cheese are phenomenal.
Just delicious, dude. All right, Mike. So we got the
I think
total.
I gave Tree Tavern. Well, oh yeah, we never did that one as a ranking.
We didn't do it.
Also, I'm pretty sure Remy's wrong on the math.
No, I'm not.
68.10 is what I came up with. You
Which
said
percent?
$73.
Yeah, because I get up place. We're giving them a 25% tip.
Why would you give
No,
them
we're not.
5%? You give them a 20%.
Oh, that's what I
No,
messed
we're
up.
doing 20. We're doing 25.
All right,
for
right, that's
special
what-
places.
So
That's why I
if you
messed
do a
up. Yeah,
20%
20.
tip and you do it on the food, the cost of the food, not on the taxes, and then you add the taxes based on the cost of the food,
Yep.
then you have $68.10.
All right, Mike. So it's $68 for the
Okay.
for
for one person.
for one person at the Diamond Horseshoe.
Okay, I want to hear everyone else's rating first of this restaurant before I do mine. So
Well,
what do you guys get?
let's see. Let's see here. So if Jen and I were gonna go to the Diamond Horseshoe,
Out of 5.
so it'll be $136 for us.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's $136.
Well, and if this was one of the ones that actually had the 40%, which I don't think it is, but
wait. Actually, no, it wouldn't
we're
be.
still looking.
Wait. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. 44
it would be
plus.
less than that because it would be 53 times 2.
Oh yeah, hold on.
And then, yeah.
Hold on. Yep.
It's 53.75 times 2.
106.
No, hold on. Let me do the math because you're not good at it.
While you guys are doing math, so the reason the menus are so close is they share a kitchen between the two restaurants. And the Diamond Horseshoe is only a seasonal restaurant because it's basically overflow for when the parks are super crowded.
That's true. I forgot about that. But hey, if the parks are super, if the Magic Kingdom is super crowded, you guys should just head over to Casey's Corner and then go over to the egg roll cart and get some stuff over there. I mean, I cannot say no to those egg rolls over at Magic Kingdom. Delicious. All right, Jen, well, for the two of us, what would it be? I said 106. Jen,
I'm still doing the math.
you're still doing the math?
Well, I'll give my ranking.
All right. What's your rank for
Okay, so my ranking,
Horseshoe?
my ranking's based off of my trip last year, and I would give it a solid 4. It was good.
A solid 4. Okay.
I want to shout out the drink I had because I looked it up because I remembered it was really good. I had the cranberry sipper. It's Tito's and cranberry and lime juice and a ginger liqueur. It was really good.
Ooh.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And I don't really base much on price too often because I use the dining plan. So the price doesn't shock me as much.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
We can't do the dining plan because we aren't staying at.
And I was thinking, so can't really.
We found that one out.
Yeah, we did. We're like, damn. All right, so
why can't you be like SeaWorld and we can just buy the dining plan?
Exactly. All right, so Unc give us a 4. If Jen and I have the opportunity to go to this restaurant, which is kind of like the same food you can get at the Garden Grill, if it's like the same
Liberty Tree Tavern.
In Liberty Tree Tavern, I mean, Jen, what was our rating for Garden Grill? We gave it a 5, right? Or
it's not the same thing.
No, it's definitely not the same food as the Garden Grill.
And this one has apples and cranberries and cheese with their house-made dressing for their salad. I'm gonna have to give it like a 4 or 5 because I kind of want to try it.
All right,
and also
4.5,
36, yeah, 4.5. It was like 136 and change for the
two of us.
For the two of us,
I'll give it a 4. Mike, how about you? What do you give it?
4.
Mike also gives it a 4 as well. Okay,
and I could even like do it. Honestly, I'd be cool with doing like the cowpoke platter every once in a while, like the plant-based stuff, because
that
sounds good too.
I don't have to necessarily eat like meat all the time. All of that looks really good.
All right, Mike, are you
like apple? I like apple pie.
Mike, are you ready for the average rating for the Diamond Horseshoe?
Is it about a 4.1?
We give it a 4.1.
All right.
Diamond Horseshoe, a 4.1. So there we go. And guys, based on Mike's Munchies, we do Mike's Munchies based on a 1 park reservation. So that was Mike's total, and we'll just give you guys an idea on how much it can cost to go to one of these Disney restaurants, and we'll give you guys the total average of all of the restaurants on our last episode of the year, right here on Remy's Roundtable. So,
Okay.
guys, it's almost time for us to get up on out of here.
Wait, you forgot.
But before
You
we
forgot to.
go, Mike, what restaurant are we going to next time right here on the Roundtable?
So I thought we should definitely go back to a restaurant that I did before, but I talked about how they have different menus.
Yay! We're going back to
So
Disney Springs, aren't we?
we're going back to Morimoto Asia, but this time we're doing sushi, the thing they're
Yeah.
known for.
We're going to Disney. We're going back to Disney Springs. We're going to Morimoto. So there
Yeah,
we go. Thank you,
but
Mike.
this time, yep,
Mike, thank you so much. And guys,
go for
it's
it.
time for us to get up on out of here with a travel update with Unk.
All right. So, like I said last week, I am getting ready for my own trip to Disney. And this past week, I set up a disability access pass for my son. And the process was very, very simple. So, you have to go online and you need to have know your login for your My Disney experience. And you go in, and once you're logged in, you just search up Disney or Disney DAS, and it's a quick video call with somebody. So it starts off like as a normal Disney help chat, and then they send you a link for a video call. And during that video call, so I was doing it, but they needed to see my son for about 2 minutes. And during that 2 minutes, they take a picture of him. They took a picture of him. They didn't ask details or anything like that. Um, they ask kind of like, what accommodations do we do normally at home to help him with his um, issues. And after explaining it, they said, yeah, you qualify. And we got approved for it. So now in the past, it used to be you could pre-book some rides, but since now they have the Lightning Lane multi-pass, they do not do that. So as soon as you get into a park, you can make your first disability pass. So that's the only big change from from last year to this year in that process. So, if you think you would possibly qualify, I would say the process took maybe 15 minutes. Um, I did it earlier in the morning. You might have a longer wait if you wait till the afternoon. But overall, if you think you're possibly would qualify, check. There's no harm in checking. um you can do it up to 30 days before your trip. So if you get stuck on hold, like waiting in the chat for a while, leave and do it another day. Try to do it earlier in the morning. So that's my little tip on that, but there's no harm in asking. If you think you could possibly qualify, ask. um so that's my update on that. And then um, what I plan to do next week um, is I will give you guys kind of a rundown of my trip, and which places I'm going to be dining at, and which parks I'm going to, and my excitement for finally getting to cross another holiday at Disney off. And I'll be at Disney World for the 4th of July to see the 4th of July fireworks. So I'm excited for that. But I will share with you this. I am staying at the French Quarter, Port Orleans French Quarter, and I'm so excited because I get to see Yeehaw Bob perform again, and I haven't seen him in about 10 years perform, and I love seeing Yeehaw Bob.
Great
so
piano,
good.
great piano player. I mean, he's
Great show. His
he,
show is so interactive. It doesn't matter if you're old or young. He gets kids involved. He gets adults involved. It's a great atmosphere for everybody. So don't be afraid if you're staying at Port Orleans or if you're close to Port Orleans and you want to catch one of his shows. I highly recommend it.
yeah, he's a legend throughout Disney, and he's a legend piano player here in Florida. So great guy, and yeah, his music is just unreal. So,
Yes.
guys, before we go, please mark this down on your calendar. Next week on June 18th, we'll be doing a interview with the one, the only Mr. Jason Anthony. He's a video game voiceover actor. You guys have heard his voice on the Harry Potter game, Hogwarts Legacy. So we'll be interviewing him on June 18th, right here on the Roundtable. And with that being said, it's time for us to get up on out of here.
We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories. A little bit of sunshine and good vibes, yeah, that's all we need. And we ain't gonna worry, ain't in a hurry, everything is going our way. We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories. Everybody's moving.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to Remy's Roundtable, the Florida theme park podcast. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did. You guys can follow us on all social media, which is Facebook, TikTok, and also on YouTube, which we do stream all of our episodes right here on youtube.com/Remy's Roundtable. You guys can go back, rewatch an episode. If you guys like the episode, just click on that bell, and it will let you guys know when we do go live on YouTube. You guys can go grab a candle from the Magic Candle Company. Use our code Roundtable19 for a discount. And if you guys need a battery for your phone while you guys are out at the theme parks, make sure you guys head on over to our link tree. That's linktree.com/Remy's Roundtable. And you guys will not get one, but 2 fuel rods for the price of $20. On behalf of Jen, Mike, and Unk, guys, my name is Remy. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see everybody next time right here on Remy's Roundtable. Good night.
Place, oh, we're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories. A little bit of sunshine and good vibes, yeah, that's all we need. And we ain't gonna worry, ain't in a hurry, everything is going our way. We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good memories. Yeah, we are now.
All right, YouTube. Guys, good night. We'll see you guys next week right here on Remy's Roundtable.